Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, your 7 foot tall, genetically enhanced, Xeno-hating Space Marine Fraser, and this is Fbombe Gaming. Today we'll be taking a look at, you guessed it, another Warhammer game set in the 40k universe, Battlesector. I love a good Warhammer game because you never know what you're going to get. There is not a genre they haven't touched on. Actually, I don't think they have a 40k racing game, but I could be wrong. They've got first-person shooters, third-person shooters, real-time strategy, turn-based strategy. They've even got their own American football game, Blood Bowl. So what is Battlesector? Playing through the tutorial, it plays a lot like any other turn-based strategy game. You have units, movement points, AP points, Overwatch, all that jazz. However, instead of taking charge of single units like XCOM, you have squads of Space Marines under your control, with some sort of leader unit with some pretty cool abilities. I managed to snag 7 achievements by playing through the tutorial alone. That's almost a third of them ticked off. The rest are essentially just playing through the campaign. Play the game, finish the game, kill some things, unlock tiers in the tech tree, which I'll talk about soon, recruit a tank, recruit a dreadnought, kill some more stuff, play some skirmish, which is the online mode, and then there's some secret achievements which I'm assuming are story related. When you first start Battlesector, you take control of a few squads and fight off some basic enemies. Every mission you finish, you get to add a few squads to your army. Each squad has a certain points number attached to it, and those familiar with Warhammer know you can only take a certain point army into each battle. Don't worry though, each mission you pass lets you bring along more Marines into the fray. There are not that many squads to start with. Your regular Marines, some heavy weapon guys, and some assault Marines with jump packs. As you progress through the story, more units do become available. Each unit has their pros and cons. I'd suggest bringing along a balanced army of ranged and melee to each mission. There are a few enemies that can survive a punishing amount of range damage, as well as dishing out immense melee damage, so having both is definitely an advantage. There is a permadeath for your units, and if they manage to survive the battle, they will be stronger for the next mission. I had a habit of losing my assault marines almost every battle. You also get a few tokens for completing missions, which can be spent on your heroes in the tech tree. You only start with 1 champion, but you do get more. These tokens can be spent on abilities for said hero or improvements for different squads. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any sort of customization, which is a shame. You can unlock weapon upgrades for the heroes, but their appearance doesn't change. I got a Thunderhammer for one of my champions, but he's still holding his chainsword. Having played the tabletop 40k many moons ago, Battlesector felt very familiar. At the start of every mission, you have an army point cap where you can choose to bring along any units you want. Like I said before, you don't know what the enemy will have on the battlefield, so I'd suggest bringing along a balanced force. You then have a blocked out square where units can be placed at the start of every battle. Then it's on. Some missions have you make your way to an objective or just kill everything. The Tyrannid enemy is endless and it will just throw units at you, so be prepared. The combat in Battlesector is very slow, and you're not able to skip the enemy's turn. Each mission takes around 30 minutes, with the majority of that watching enemy units move. Even when it is your turn, there's no urgency to rush into battle. It's more like a leisurely stroll. Battlesector is very lore heavy, and parts of it are lost on me. The story takes place after the home world of the Blood Angels, Baal, is decimated by a Tyrannid invasion, You take control of a new breed of Space Marines who don't succumb to the bloodlust, which is a shame because the Death Company were what made the Blood Angels amazing to me. I'm sure any Warhammer buffs will understand what's going on. I will say though, I love a Space Marines versus Tyrannid battle as much as the next, but can we have something different? I want to see some Chaos Demons, some Orc Boys, or even some Tau. Anything but Space Marines. I've been playing for roughly 7 hours, and I've just finished the first act. I have unlocked 15 of the 30 achievements without any fuss. I am having fun, but it's just so slow. I did fail a mission. There is an autosave system at the start of every turn, so if you make a mistake or perish, you don't have to go back too far. I am a fan of Warhammer, and Battlesector makes me feel like I'm playing the tabletop without having to dump all that cash into it. I will push through the campaign as I'm starting to unlock some pretty cool stuff. Looks like it'll be a 15 to 20 hour completion. I had a little look at skirmish mode. Essentially, it's a multiplayer mode where you can play as the Tyranids. Anywho, these Xenos aren't gonna slay themselves. Battlesector is a must for any Warhammer buffs, or if you're just a fan of turn-based strategy, you should give it a go. It's on Game Pass as we speak. There are a few achievements revolving around skirmish mode, which I'd be happy to help out with. Let me know in the comments. Like always, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me today. I really appreciate it. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the next installment of Fbombe Gaming. Catch you next time. Ciao.